We'll give Photoshop a reference image and ask it to add this object to the selected area. I want to replace the shoe in this image with this one. And by the way, all the images I'm using are linked down in the description. First step is to create a selection around the area where you want the new object to be. You can use any selection tool you want. For this example, I'm going to use the lasso tool. I'll create a selection around these two shoes here. Make sure there's enough space around because Photoshop will only replace the area inside the selection. This should be okay. Now, in the contextual taskbar, if you don't see it, right-click outside the canvas and show it. Click on Generative Fill. Click on this icon to choose the model and make sure it's set to Firefly Fill and Expand, which was released in January 2026. Of course, the name and date of the model might change in the future, but this is what we have now. And this will allow you to click here to select a reference image. Click Choose Image and open the image of the other shoe. Now, it's good if the object here is isolated without any background, but in this case, I'll leave it as is because Photoshop will automatically remove the background for you if you choose Object, or you can choose Whole Image to keep it. Set it back to Object. And in this case, I want to swap the selected area with a new object. So I want Photoshop to remove this shoe and add another shoe. Click Generate. And just so you know, this might cost you generative credits, so make sure you check your credits from time to time to see how much you have left. And here's the generated shoe based on our reference image. You also get 3 variations here in the Properties panel, so you can choose the one you like the most. Awesome. And when you choose one of them, if you think it's too low res or blurry, you can click on this icon here to enhance its details. This might also cost you credits, but whatever. Here's another selection I made. I set this image as a reference image, but this time I set it to place into the selected area because I'm not swapping anything. I'm only adding the image. And this is what I got. I've also made this selection, used this reference image, and this is what I got. I mean, his beard is gone, but still pretty impressive. Of course, these issues here around the ear could be fixed if you use a layer mask on the mask layer.
What?
I mean, if you mask the mask...
Nope.
How do I say it? The mask needs a mask to be masked.
Okay.